See the crowd on the far side of the gym. Large contingent of French fans already into the Allée Le Bleu. Some Greek fans here who've had a great time. What a great day it was for them to beat Serbia on the opening day. And they're the sort of team that if they get into a situation where they're controlling tempo, if Veli Murzi gets going after a day off, there's not a team they're not going to challenge. You're going to get a chance to look at the third team on the floor. Here they are, the three officials. And the crew leader is Maya Forsberg from Denmark, Mikola Ambrosov from Ukraine, and Iona Chelova from the Czech Republic. And going to go look at the rosters in a moment. Choosing this Greek roster is going to be pretty easy to go through because, as we've said already, it really is about the starters. Kultsidu and Murzi and Spanu. Others, Sortio has been brilliant, as has Nikola Popoulou. But there it is under coach Kyriamides, and we'll get to see the starting lineup after this roster's gone off.
As we can see, these players are going to spend loads of minutes on the court. They're dictating the tempo of their game as well. There's going to be probably a couple of changes in the point guard position just to change the rhythm of the game a little bit. But generally, we will see Kultsidu on the court, Murzi, Sotiru, Spanu, and that's the first lineup for them to start almost every game.
Well, the issue they're going to have when we get a chance to look at this roster is they keep coming at you, the French. A lot of depth in most spots. They're athletic, they rebound really hard. Kultsidu's been a big scorer for Greece, and they will share her out, whether it's Ayayi or Minte or Amor and Chadignon. They're all going to share out the duties to guard Kultsidu. Murzi's the tough one. If Murzi gets going, it's been really, really hard work. Same starting lineup though, so Coach Garnier obviously comfortable with this look.
Yeah, and plus, you know, seeing Céline Demer the day before day off, to just having that phenomenal fourth quarter for French team could be quite a key factor, you know, in today's performance of whole team, because we know that the point guard is usually at right hand of the coach, and Marcelin is great, experienced leader. I just think that France needs to use their athleticism a little bit more, you know. They have a quite wide bench as well, so if they get tired, they can get some subs as well. So that's the way they need to start to play, a little bit quick on transition, you know, and start to run up and down.
Well, Chenillon, who's described there as the major defensive presence for France. If she is, she's going to be guarding Keltsulu, leading scorer for Greece. And she's one of the veterans who seems like she can run all day. So it's going to be interesting to see how Coach Kilamides is going to try and slow this game down and shorten the game, because if the game is played over the full court and the game is up and down, he doesn't have the horses to run that far. Coach Garnier, you would have thought, would then go up the floor and press and play quick.
Yeah, for sure. You know, French team is probably fully aware of that. The bench of Greek team is very limited, you know, and the older players can't up and down whole course, so it will be quite logical tactical strategy just to put a little bit pressure on them, you know, try to make them play under the pressure whole 40 minutes so they get tired quickly.
Chenillon and the rest of the French lineup stepping onto the floor. And Spano is going to be so important for Greece today. If she can nullify the size advantage that Siak has and has to play her quick, then she gets into matchups that are like her. Good fundamentally, good athletes. It's just, can she go for enough minutes? Because when she steps out, it is not quite the same Greek team, let's just put it that way, to be kind to everybody else, because Spanish at the top draw has done very, very well so far in this tournament. Great the first day, a little bit negative or on the downside of her performance level in the second game. If anyone else has had a day off, you don't realize when you get to the end of your career how important days off are. Your enthusiasm back up and you are committed to trying to get the win. Greece could win the group. That was not in the script when this competition started. France winning it is. If Greece win the group, then Russia will play Serbia. That's something to savor. Wherever you are then in the world, Greece in the blue, France in the whites. We're underway here in Prague, and Céline Dumerc will get into the half court and give the French a first look at this Greek defense that you know will be well organized. They're going to play Siak quick, inside, outside. They're going to hand it off to Dumerc. Siak comes up open underneath, and there again she struggles a little bit, but plays big, and if she plays big, she's going to be effective.
And that's what you just mentioned, Mark, how important the performance of Spano is going to be today. She needs to play a little bit more physical to substitute her high deficit.
Short for Multi on the three-point line. It's good to see they're trying to create shots for her off screen, so she doesn't have to create everything off the dribble. Sarah Michel. Multi gets a hand in, great quickness. And the Greeks switched, and their execution defensively was absolutely superb. Kultsidu settles for the three. Just nails it. If you're going to go underneath the screen, she's going to shoot it. Dumerc into the half court. Chenillon outside. Almost mishandled, takes the fade away, gets the drop. And France are going to work it in the half court. Multi and Sarah Michel gets a little bump, needs a pass. Spano will get it, pick it up, looks to take her on the dribble, goes with a little right hand, is blocked. 3 seconds on the possession.
Not sure why she didn't take that shot straight away. You know, she was wide open in the corner of the free throw line. I'm not sure if going under the Siak's big hands is the best decision she has made right now.
Need a quick release, 3 seconds, plenty of time to make a move, although we're back with the scorers and the referees. Referees are happy. Inline possession. Multi will inbound. Kortsidou off the screen. Gets it, going straight up. Quick catch and release. Spanu's on the glass, keeps it alive, and Greece get a new 14. I just don't think the 14-second clock was reset when Kortsidou's shot hit the ring. It's a long day. Multi comes off the high screen, steps back and moves it on. Kortsidou, nice hesitation, stops in the lane for two. She's going to have to work for everything she gets. Sarah Michelle, 2-on-1. And finishes all day. They've got to keep pushing it all day, the French. Try and run up and down. This Greek team work up and down. Multi in the half court. Spanu will release. Takes Siak out the middle. Kortsidou. Danny Multi for three is off. Just needs to make one. You know, if she makes one, she makes lots.
That's been great effort for Sotir to go for the offensive rebound, while Multi went back to protect the fast break of French team.
Well, Spanu's just keeping the ball alive. She's not going to be able to rebound it cleanly. If she keeps it alive, she counts on everyone else. Multi looks it off. Ball comes out of the hands, and they're going to take, came off her thigh. I always like it when officials will communicate and admit that maybe they got it wrong. French crowd don't agree. Well, there's, you can see quite clearly that basically got away with not getting a foul call. Danny Multi settles for the long two. That's off as well. She's 0 for at the moment. Dumerc flips it up. Siak just wanders in with all that size, kicks it out. Chen Yong put it on the floor, going baseline, spins, finds traffic. Miem feed set for two, doesn't get it. Great job for Satilu to keep him off the grass, but Sarah Michelle read it really well. Ball's knocked away. Sarah Michelle's dead, needs a pass. Just about gets rid of it. It's a long 5 count.
Yeah, that was smart play from Sarah Michelle as well. No one helped her to get that pass, so she just threw it on the Kortsidou's feet.
Céline Dumas. Sarah Michelle, I don't really think was ready for that. And Solitaire again playing Siak quick. So Michelle is short with a three. Everybody boxed out. And Nicolopoulou goes long. We'll see. She just can't get one to drop. Now she takes an even tougher one, and finally gets a one in the main column.
Almost seems like she has so much freedom at the moment on the court. It doesn't even seem that French is aware of that she's leader of the team, you know. Loads of space to play.
Siak's going to take the long two. Doesn't get the drop. This is the thing with France. They're so active from the 3 and the 4 in terms of offensive ability on the glass. Dumerc, Chen Yong down the middle, takes the little runner, doesn't get the drop. Chance to run here for Greece.
There was a chance to run, but not really effort to run from a Greek team.
Well, Nicolopoulou was looking to try and go to Spanu, who was in the block, but Spanu was a little close. So, Multi calls the sideline out of bounds. Kortsidou coming off the screen, gets a little advantage, steps through. And looks longingly at the Czech Republic official, who then tees her up. Technical foul on Courtinu. She's frustrated with the lack of a call on the penetration here. Well, there was no foul by Shannon-Young. If there was a foul at all, it was Siak going past as she went past. But even then, in replay, it looks like the official was 100% right.
Not really sure why Courtinu is showing this frustration at this stage of the game. They don't do a bad job so far. You know, sometimes put that pressure on the refs could put them on their side a bit, but I don't think that was a smart decision.
Merck in the lane. Sarah Michelle wide open. Can't knock it down. So Tilu will push. Down the Ortsi. Wants a little bit of space. Going baseline. Gets all the way there. Goes to the left hand. And can't quite finish. And they're just going to look to make the extra pass like they've done earlier in the competition. Dumerc always looking to create for everybody else. Shannon-Young puts it on the floor, and Courtinu's technical foul now begins to look a major mistake as she goes on to 2 fouls.
And that's what you spoke before the game about, Mark. Cha-Chung could be quite difference maker, and so far she's stepped into this game on both halves of the court like really effectively. You know, she's using her hands to block people. She's been aggressive from weak side, from a wing position to attack the basket, and it brings a good mental advantage for French team at the moment.
Well, Spanu hasn't had a touch of any real significance in the game yet. Maybe they're not going to give her touches until Siak goes out. Now she gets hold of it. And soft touch on the finish. A little surprising. I think she was a little surprised to get it, but held on. And maybe them to settle down. Yeah, feet set.
That's just her shot, you know, the actual corner pull-up jump shot. You have to contest this shot, otherwise Miem's gonna score even 20 points from that position.
Maltzy, feet set for 3. Watch out, watch out. Maltzy's made one, she's made now another one. She had complete rhythm, no one was near her. They didn't switch, they didn't contest. Celine Demerck in the half court. So whistle on the play. Offensive foul, Helena Siak. Pupa joins the game with at the same time as Marielle Armand. And again, this is you'd expect the French to go up the floor just to make Nicolopoulou work hard, try and limit her minutes. Sotilu. Maltzy off the screen, rips through for 3, is short. Mademoiselle Armand not very impressed with her first interaction with the referee. A look that could kill. And we have another whistle. And now we have another holding foul. There is no reason the French need to hold. With their athleticism and quickness. Courtinu goes long. Shannon-Young could have had that if she'd known where the ball was. She has a little jab at it. Courtinu crosses her over. Spanu puts it on the floor. That's exactly what we're talking about. Penetrate, make another pass. And Spanu picks up 2. And Greece ties it at 12. And that's the rhythm that this Greek team needs to put on the floor.
They've been so far really good with the combination.
Armand is off. Maltzy's going to run. Maltzy's enjoying herself right now. Spanu against Armand. Different matchup now. take the big size away. Great, great recognition by Greece. They almost ignore Spanu while Siak's in the game because the size is going to worry. As she goes out of the game, Spanu comes up with 6 in a row.
Spanu definitely likes that matchup on her better than Siak. Even she feels way more confident to attack the basket when she receives the ball. You know, she knows that's the impulse. I got the ball, I got to attack. When the Siak was on her, she didn't really look for the opportunity, even though it was better to attack from outside with the different players, as there was a huge disadvantage.
Well, Greece have had 5 more shots than France at the moment. They're active on the glass, and if there's one area of the game that you did not expect Greece to have a sizable advantage at any stage, it would be on number of shots. If you give Multi more shots than you've got yourself, you have a real issue if she starts to make it. She's obviously starting to make now with 5 personal. Multi, Spanu, and Kutsulu are the scorers for Greece, is exactly what you were expecting.
And Multi is that type of player that she doesn't care if she has 30 shots per game. She's just gonna go for that. She knows that the responsibility is on her back to carry this team together with Katsuru, and if she's open, she's just gonna go for it. So the French team needs to be really fully aware of it and not going under the screens when there has been set a pick and roll screen.
Well, France had their expensive lineup on the floor with Mimpe and Johannes. And Amor, if Amor's the 5, then they are very, very active.
And again, we can see a zone defense from Greek team. They're usually really good to filter down the paint.
Well, if there's a lineup to go with this zone, then it's the lineup that France have on the floor now. They're going to have to try and create. One more mid-range jump shot. Got to stay with the rules. Had 2 people up top, wide open in the corner. Golopoulos finds Multi again. Multi with a little spin, little handle. Going up against a Pooper though, she's quick. Multi, feet set. Oh, as you say, she's going to take it. She doesn't care.
And that's the thing, Pooper has done a great deflection, but it just slowed her down a bit into that screen, and that's when the big needs to step and contest his shots. Otherwise, Multi's going to score 40 in this rhythm.
Oh, that's going to be a back call unless Sotiru gets it. And no one touched it, so it will be a Greece basketball. And theoretically, another opportunity, and now Liam leads. So it's a young, quick, athletic team on the floor for France against the intelligence, the experience, and the basketball IQ of Greece. Intriguing matchup. Kutsulu is held, but catches, quick release, short, Spanu keeps it alive, Sotilu's coming up with that, and they get a new 14. Golopoulos will call it. Got to go up with a runner, doesn't get a drop, and who's on the glass but Multi, and comes away with it. Cooper gets a little piece of her, and that'll be a Greek ball, and you've just got to love the way they play this game with intelligence. Even on the offensive boards, they just look at holes and gaps. Multi was 1-on-4 against a group of athletes, still came down with it. Golopoulos goes back to Kutsulu with a matchup she should be able to go over the top of. Oh, nice little look away. Kutsulu with a little touch from the short corner for 2.
Thinking that Sotiru was a little bit surprised of that great look from Kutsulu. Amazingly. Touch the defense, find open player, easy 2-point trap.
Turnover. Sotiru's got to be smart, just give it up, and she does. Golopoulos finds Multi. Multi attacks a closeout, little skip to the middle, gets her on rebound. Sotiru for 3, doesn't make him drop, and France have a chance to run, but they don't. Epupa. Inte goes down low. Epupa in the half court, puts it on the floor, going the baseline, needs a pass, finds one. And again, I think the referee should have held the pass. Turn over to the referee, because that's where the pass was going in the direction of.
Exactly, and we can even again see how much Greek team wants to win this game. You know, to have a 10 offensive rebounds so far compared to 5 defensive, that's quite unusual to have almost once as much rebounds in offense than in defense. It's just a big heart from the Greek team at the moment on the court.
Last 5 seconds of the first. Consider this is going up. Gets her feet set, fires up the long 2, is off. And at the end of 1, Greece have managed to get the ball in the hands of everybody they want to. They have a 5-point lead. They've out-rebounded France, and they've just put their stall out here. Statistically, they shoot only 27%, yet they lead by 5, 19-14 at the end of 1.
Yeah, but you know, when you shoot...
So much international basketball coming up in this summer with the 2 World Championships in Italy and Egypt for under 19 players. That's for the future of the game. You get a chance to see them, and obviously EuroBasket at the end of the summer in September. Romania, Israel, Finland, and Turkey. Meanwhile, back here. You've just got to be so impressed with Greece.
I am. I'm really impressed because, you know, Greece effectiveness in offense in their shot is so low at the moment, but they just replaced it with the effort on the offensive rebounds. And you know, we see them leading this game because they have twice as many shots as French team, and you know, then you kind of replace that low percentage of your shooting, and I'm just so impressed with that big heart I see on the court, and it just demonstrate how much Greece wants to go and win this group. French team at the moment again seems a little bit flat to me. You know, they kind of like, oh, we overslept again. Oh, someone's really going tough around us, and they need to wake up. They need to use their feet a little bit, the quickness, you know, the athleticism they have. They need to start to run some offensive transition, you know, attacks as well. And Epupa, I would suggest put a little bit of pressure on Nikolapoulou to get her way in receiving the ball.
Oh, goal Skrilla in the game for France, so they're staying with this. Everybody in the game early. Oh, that's a tremendous execution by Cortino. Ayayi wanted to come round, so he said, yeah, you can come round. I'll just go the other way. Tremendous. Fundamentally so sound. So Tilou, far side of the ring with a hook, doesn't get the drop, and the ball will belong to France. They're getting shots they want. That's all coaches want, get the shots we want. If we get the shots we want and we miss them, we can only blame ourselves. Epupa, who is just not attacking Nikolapoulou at all. It's almost like she's trying to be a new Celine Demerck. Turnover, if you want to, can't have athletes trying to play smart in this instance. High-low, Corsidu wide open, goes lob to Spanu, what a take! And is fouled. Somehow she manages to get it away and will go to the free throw line. That's great transition basketball. Just slipped. If she hadn't slipped, we'd be looking at M1. Stanalomprou comes into the game, and I think this game, unless Multi just goes off on a game here, is going to depend upon how well the combined minutes of the Greek bench perform. Spanu on the free throw line. And they must shoot a good percentage from the free throw line, because they will go there a lot this evening. She goes over. Not the thing that Greeks need, and the energy just drains your energy as well. Gail Skrilla. Well, Multi just gaps her. That tells you a lot about the Greek scout here. Skrilla comes off the screen, catches at the elbow. That should be good for her, and it is. Sotilu. Kovalenpru gets it into the half court. Kulsidu. Oh, she picked the wrong pass. Spanu was open. And Multi hasn't seen the ball for a little while. Oh, he penetrates, finds a Pupa who mishandles. Down to 10 on the possession. And because they penetrate to pass, everyone plays the pass and then they foul the jump shot. If that's Kulsidu, that's her third foul. And life gets worse. Steliani Kulsidu.
She has moved her hands a little bit on the player, and that's unfortunately always been called as a foul. You know, like Greek defense at the moment, there wasn't space for France to attack until this little foul. And that's what Greek team is really good at, you know, to fill that space inside. And that's why I think Apupa needs to push the ball a little bit before Greek team is going to set their defense.
Well, Siak comes back. Gange's probably going to decide that, well, you know, we have problems that stop Spanu, so whatever we lose in one way, we gain in another.
In opposite way, I'm sure Spanu's not really happy Siak being back, but she has a huge, huge high advantage.
Multi feels it. Baseline, goes to the reverse layup. Has to work for a tough one. Comes up empty. They Pupa in transition. Just attacks it. Siak on the trail. Gets the two. France back in front. Timeout Greece. As much as anything, probably gives Spanu and Multi a little extra time to recover. But a nice little spell for France early in the second quarter. They now lead it 20-19. Greece are pointless in 3 minutes.
And so far, Siak has averaged like 3 rebounds per game, and she has beaten that already today, you know. She's using that high advantage, and Spanu needs to play on her physically to push her away from the basket to enable her to get these easy rebounds. If you give her just space, she's just gonna keep the ball high and finish very easily.
Well, France starting to share the points. It's always going to be the way they are. Trying to find opportunities to create advantage for Multi when she catches. Trying to find advantage with space for Spanu. And someone else. There needs to be a third scorer. Normally it's called Sidu, but with the foul trouble, she's out of the game. So I always look at that. It's an opportunity for someone. It could be Sotilo, who's been very consistent. You know they're going to try and shorten the game. Here is Multi. Trying Spanu out top. They're going to take Siak right out. Pupa comes up with a first steal. Spanu getting back, tries to get the block. And Pupa blows the layup. So Dilu. Nice find. Well, the air ball from the three-point line, the ball will still belong to Greece. Kristiniaki.
It's been a great steal from Spanu down under the rim, having Pupa on her back. You know, it just made that defense to drop down, and it was a wide open look on the wing side, on the weak side.
Kristiniaki must be a lot of this down to nerves. She's at Maryland in the NCAA. If you're at Maryland, you can play. So I'm surprised if she starts making shots. She's got the ability to do this. It's just she's got to get comfortable and get rid of those nerves. Multi lets it go from the corner. When you need it, give it a ball.
That was almost like, what okay, step closer to me and I'm still gonna shoot it over you. So you gotta put that hand up and contest the shot.
Work in the game with Skrilla in the backcourt. The whole complexion of this French team changes. Dumerc lines up the three. His short looked a little bit heavy on the release. And Ithani Multzi. Steniaki gets it back. It's a great sign though. Multzi had no concerns about giving Steniaki the basketball. Nikolopoulou turns down Spanu's screen. Now she uses it. Stakes the two. Doesn't get the roll. Dumerc did a great job boxing out Spanu. Siak underneath with traffic and can't make the shot from two. And Nikolopoulou slows it, finds Multzi. Gets it back out, 5 on the possession. Spanu with the screen, now looks to roll with Dumerc, step back. She's taking it, you've got to credit her for it, and she's got to make it though. Ayayi in transition for 2, ties it at 22 apiece.
Again, we can see that Greece is facing that lack of extra pass. You know, they're trying to beat France in that one-on-one action, maximally one pass, but it has to be an extra pass to just open the space.
Steniaki in space. There you go. Gets her feet set, strokes it. So you're not at Maryland in the NCAA if you can't play the game. She's just got to get comfortable. She's got to get confident. Nikolopoulou, I thought, would have it. Dumerc in the lane, down to Siak. And unless you are going to foul her hard, just give it a 2 if he's that close. Dumerc turns provider. It's only ever going to be a foul.
That's what I a little bit missed from Apupa, you know, to be dangerous, to attach the defense, to open another player, and that's what Celine Demerc is brilliant at. Just get the attention of defense and deliver and find her open teammate down under the rim.
Well, 5:13 to go in the half. The scores are tied, but Greece are now into rotation. Spanu's on the bench, Kultsilu's on the bench, Sotilu's on the bench. If the Multzi gets going, they're fine. If Multzi doesn't get going, they're not. Multzi needs a pass, finds a pass. Steniaki. Multzi, little head fake, gets the 2 away. The whole of Greece, wishing it goes in. Dumerc. Miem out top, Dumerc, they change the angle. Siak gets a touch, feels a triple team. Gets it to Dumerc, great rotation out of it by Greece. Somehow she manufactures a pass, but that's great hands by Steniaki. And somehow they find Multzi and without traveling. Multzi is just a basketball player. You can call it whatever you want, she just plays this game. Great cut! And they blow the layup. If you're gonna go in there, you've got to finish.
Now she has to quickly recover, otherwise Frank's gonna use that overloading situation.
And a block. Well, one thing that always happens when Cosma's in the game is there's activity around the basketball. Comes up a block from nowhere. Miem went soft, got what it deserved. Every one of these minutes that ticks past, Coach Meirelles will start to believe more and more he's in control of tempo here. 1 point game with 4:10 to go in the half. Chen Yong on the dribble, gets in the lane, dumps it to Siak for the easy 2.
Easy. You know, you always want to attack zone defense throughout the middle. There's always a space, or you will run behind the zone defense. But at the moment, France is effective to attack that middle of the zone.
Multzi, great execution to use the screen, but then misses what for her would normally be a wide open look. And a gimme. And Nikolopoulou commits the foul at That's her first. And that'll be Greece's fourth. Chatillon. Dumas. Skrilla, feet set for three. That's why she's there. And buries it. And coach Ramidas says, no, that's enough. Let's talk about it.
And I can see on her face even how happy she is. She went for that shot and hit it. That's her role on the court. You know, she's quite dangerous from 3-point line, and she needs to take these shots when they are wide open for her and other players working to get her open for that shot.
Στέλλα, παίζει λίγο στη θέση της Αβίνας. Άρα είσαι διάρρη.
Όχι κέντρο!
Ξαναγυρίζουμε 5. Κανονικά, men to men. Ακολουθούμε στα κοψίματα, παίζουμε down. Πάμε στην επίθεση. Τώρα αυτά τα μέσα στο μαλάτι.
Well, Coach Garnier must be a little happier. And surprisingly for me, it wasn't the quick lineup that came in the game and pressed and pushed. Dumert comes back, just finds open people and they score. So, you know, there's more than one way to run.
I think this lineup plays smart, you know, they just stick to what was working, you know. Siak has got loads of touches down under the rim, and Selin Dimek recognized that Greek team is a little bit struggling to guard her down under the rim and created the situations for her, you know. And when Greek team has dropped down, then she opened up another one from the 3-point shot, Skrilla, and she made it. So this is a great lead at the moment and great read from Selin Dimek.
Cosmo outside the 3-point line, gets it to Nikolopoulou. Koltsidu's come back, and they have to do it. Dumps it inside, ball belongs to Greece. Without Multsi in the game, Koltsidu is really the only recognized scorer. Johannes comes back for Skrilla. Having just made 2 for 2 from the floor, Skrilla sits down, fulfilled the role. Stiniaki. Turn around. Great rebound by Cosmic, does a great job. Nikolopoulou, they just need a shot from the field to go. Nice finish.
That's the one.
Escular gets the 2. Every point at the moment is a bonus. 4-point game. Give the teammates a chance to win the game. That's the objective right now. Dumert, far side of the ring, blows the layup. And Greece have a chance to run. Koltsidu tries to turn the corner. Cosma thinks about the 3s, wisely turns it down. Koltsidu inside. It goes with a little hook, gets her own read, doesn't. Johannes just arrives from nowhere and runs. This is how to bring it down the floor at speed. Doesn't like what she has, so Dumert's got it. Lines up the 3, buried it.
If you're not gonna score layup, go on 3-point line and just hit that shot. And we know once Selin scores 3s, she's becoming a danger because she feels high and she's gonna go for another one.
7-point game. Who's trying to hang in? Nikolopoulou gets inside. Siak just changes your options. Whistle on the play. I think Dumert's going to be charged with the personal. Both teams on 3 team fouls. Almost a steal by Minte. Nikolopoulou inbound. Coming out of Koltsidu. Stops, fires up the 2, drops it. 5-point game. Johannes has it. Looking to be a threat every time she touches the ball. Almost looked like she turned down a little runner. Johannes' feet set from beyond the arc is short. And the Greek as a team rebound it. It'll go down to Nikolopoulou, and she brings it. Consider in transition. Lines up the three, is short. And Johannes is going to be charged with a personal, and she knows it. But you've got to make the effort to get to the glass. And Aphrodite Cosma just went after it. And Johannes just had to box her out.
And we already know from previous games that Cosma is not there to be a leader in a shooting, you know. She's there to put that hard work, that hard on, and go for every rebound possible. She's great in defense as well. She's quick on her feet, and that's her role on the court, you know, play defense and go for rebound. And that's what she's doing so far really well.
Almost the backcourt. Nikolopoulou is fouled by Siak, one of those crazy fouls where the big thinks that they're quicker than they are. And that'll send Greece to the free throw line. They're going to get 2 free ones to close it to a free game. And Kurtsidou, smart play by coach. Brings her in because there's no threat. She makes a couple. But with the 3 fouls, he doesn't want to pull in that going into the half time. So she sits. But Spanu still sits down as well. Important they tick it over. Goes 1 for 2. And Celine Dumas with just under a minute to go in the first half will get France into the half court. Kite comes off the screen, looks underneath Siak, and everyone's bumping everybody.
And again, we could see Cosma was in the right position to help Fasula to defend Siak, but unfortunately Fasula just put her hands again on the player, and that's been called as foul in this championship.
Siak just about collects and delivers. Mulzi. Nikolopoulou now has a guard face. Stiniaki will go to the free throw line for Celine Dumas. It's a little bit too aggressive with the hands.
It was a great defense from Celine, actually. She has read the player where she's going to attack, and she was there by her feet, but as you said, probably her hands dropped down a little bit on the player again.
Dumas will sit with 16 seconds to go and a 6-point game, but Greece on the free throw line. Cut it to 4. No, they won't. Every part of the Greek game has to be perfect, and at the moment the free throw line is not being the friend that they would want it to be. Makes the second. Mitch Garnier takes the timeout, wants to try and map out the last 16 seconds. Interesting to see how Coach Kimidas tries to counter. Greece still only shooting at 30%, whereas France are over 50. Siak with 11 and 4. She's having statistically her best game of the competition.
Κάποια σκριν που θα κάνουμε μεταξύ αυτά τα τσόλ και αυτά τα αλλάζουμε όλα. Εντάξει, είναι μία άμυνα. Δεν έχουμε να δώσουμε φάουλ. Εσύ ξεκινάς και πιέζεις από κάτω.
Well, Greece down at 33% from the free throw line at the moment. They've only been there 6 times, but so they're missing 3 throws, but they're staying in this because they're scoring off the French turnovers, which is always an interesting scenario for France, because one of the things they pride themselves on is not being sloppy with the basketball. French fans always travel, always expecting success, trying to lift their team in this last 10 seconds. Sarah Michel has it. Spanu's back. Multi jumps out of Michel, goes down the middle. Extra pass, Pupa lines up the 3, it's long. And Greece, for all considered foul trouble, for the 30% from the field, have stayed with this. They trail 5 at the half.
They've been very active on both boards, and I think that's the key factor why, even with this percentage, they are still in touch with the French team.
So Multi with 11 and Siak with 11 for France lead all scorers. You can see that shooting percentage for Greece woeful, but they've stayed with it.
I think it's really important that Siak has a great game today. You know, she's using that high advantage for the French team, because so far she hasn't been effective under the rim as much as France probably was relying on before this championship.
So a 35-30 margin at the half. The only reason that Siak has to stay in the game is it doesn't matter who else Coach Garnier put in. Spanu educated them a little bit, and that's when she got her 6. She only has 1 foul, Multi has none. Galopoli only has 1. The issue is consider with 3, and that technical foul may come back to haunt her. So we'll leave you with the highlights of a fascinating first half. It's not in the script that France don't win this group, but Greece don't follow scripts. Can they turn it around and get the win? Join us for the second half. We'll see you in about 10 minutes.
Εντάξει, είναι μία άμυνα. Δεν έχουμε να δώσουμε.
Well, welcome back. Half-time of France-Greece. France have a 35-30 lead. As you can see on the clock above the basket, just over 2:20 to go before the start of the third quarter. As we said before the break, Coursidu's foul trouble is the only negative for Greece, because you know Maltz is going to take shots. And some nice contributions off the bench, to be fair to Greece, better contributions than they've had in other games. As Christiniaki looked nice the way she came in, made a couple of shots. And that might be decisive, but I still think, you know, Maltz at the moment has 11. She's probably going to have to go for nearly 30, and Coursidu's going to have to get close to 20 for them to get the win, and that still might not be enough.
Yeah, we will see. You know, all France needs to do is to stick to the game, which works. So that means give the Siak touches down under the rim, and also run some transition. They have that advantage, you know. You can clearly see that they had so many points from down from the paint than the Greek team, and if Skrilla is gonna come back and they have that perimeter danger as well, all they need to do is just make sure they box Greek team out and stick to the game plan in the offense to go throughout the Siak.
Well, Coach Garnier, in many ways, will be comfortable if they run their half court and get Siak the basketball. You know that Coach Keramidas, though, is going to come up with a plan here to try and force Siak one way or another not to be the big influence she was in that first half. That may be extend the floor, try and stretch it. At the offensive end, I can't believe he's going to stay man-to-man for very long while she's on the floor, because they can pack the middle and make other French players make shots from the perimeter. But whatever way we look at it, Maltz is going to have to score. Spanu's going to have to get herself close to 15-20 points. If someone else can help, Sotiro can make some shots. Nicolapoulou can get herself going, making the open shots. That's all they have to do. They don't have to create, because the defense is going to focus on Maltz and Coursidu.
Exactly, and the importance of that extra pass could be a key factor for Greek team against the French team as well. You know, we've seen when they share the ball, they get those open looks. If they try to force it one-on-one, there's a Siak waiting down under the rim straight away to block those shots. So just move the ball, you know, spread out the floor, you know, open up the space to play to.
Oh, welcome back. The Prague group phase, one half left. Greece trying to overcome a 5-point deficit. Celine Dumerc goes inside. Young, second move, steps through. Just a little easy. Coursidu's not going to try and play hard defensive. That's the other reason I can't believe they'll stay man-to-man, especially with her guarding Shen Young. Spanu inside, has it knocked away. The Greeks broke down there offensively. Maltz was running one thing. Nicolapoulou was running something else.
Every time we don't see the movement from Greek team, that just causes a turnover or unprepared shot. You know, as we said, they need to share the ball a little bit as well.
I think that call may well have had a big influence on the game. I wouldn't mind seeing it again. Coursidu goes to 4 fouls. Let's take a look. Make your own mind up. Coursidu's in stance, didn't reach. Contact in the chest. If they'd have said she flopped, I could almost live with it. So she has to sit down. They've given Coursidu a technical foul as well. Well, Christiniaki has an opportunity. She could become a Greek hero here. Are they going to respond to this in a way? Is it going to be negative? You know that call's going to be all around social media. Let's not take away from anything though. Siak, that's better by Spanu. Gets it off the block, makes a play outside the keyway. Great defense by Mulzi. Just fronted and stood there. Golopoulou. Mulzi on the runner for two.
That was a little sprint from Mulzi to get behind her defense, and great look from Golopoulou.
Well, sometimes adverse situations get reactions from players. Let's see what the Greek team does. Now we're going to go. All I'm going to say, Teresa, I think for every single group game we've been here for, we're normally very, very clear what the official has called, whether players agree or not. And I think we've been, you can see it. Well, the first two calls of this quarter, every player on the court, plus you and I, are not really sure what's been called. That's a disappointing assessment.
There's been shown a little bit inconsistency in this game of referees.
Padilla, who thinks about lining up the three. And now both sets of players, both sets of coaches are concerned. And you hope there's a consistency of the reaction and the interpretation of what is and what isn't a technical foul. So I don't think any of us, we didn't see any reaction from Kulsidu. She may have said something she shouldn't. Which is quite right to get the technical for. And how often do you see a Greek team in this situation just be smart, try and execute, and use the nature of the game to their advantage. Big time smart play by Angeliki Nikolopoulou. Nikolopoulou on the free throw line. Has to tick it over though, makes the first. It's a very friendly roll off the front of the ring. We've got a 4-point game. It still doesn't have Kulsidu fouling out. It's only they shot the technical, so she must have fouled out. Epupa for three. Buried it.
That was again great move, great read. The Greek team dropped down to cover Siak, and Pupa left wide open on the three-point line.
The Pupa's quick, but Sotiro has it.
It almost seems that at the moment the game has no flow, you know. It's been cut it off so many times with the calls. I would just let them play a little bit, you know. We know that their referees are quite sensitive with the fouls as well, but you know, you don't want to really cut off the game as much if it's not really important action, you know, in the game.
Well, just to clarify, while we're in the mid-court, Kulsidu was given a technical foul for a flop, so he's only on 4 fouls. So still the opportunity, as you see, like almost the matchup zone trying to force this action. Epupa attacks it. Spanu attacks the ball with their hands up. Just a simple pass, and Nikolopoulou. It's a very experienced look from a 38-year-old.
I don't really know why Siak stays away from basket. He has a mismatch straight away.
Galsco puts it on the floor, gets it to Siak in the corner. Gets inside, gets into traffic, travels. Catches on the three-point line are going to be much appreciated by Greece.
Siak has been a little bit hiding herself at the moment, you know. There's a great pass in the high post, you know, for Miem, but she was waiting Siak to seal down, but she just kind of was a little bit uninterested to go down there under the rim.
Multi off the down screen, guarded by Skrilla. Had to change her mind in mid-shot. Epupa into the Skrilla for two. Great execution, 2-on-1. And France have responded to the start by Greece to open it out to a 9-point game. Multi finds a lane to collect. Mishandles but gets it back. Stops, fires the three, is short. Spanu on the glass, and one.
When you commit foul like this, you don't want the player to score, so it was quite obvious that Epupa has to foul, but just foul the way that she has no way to shoot the ball.
Siak sits, expects Spanu to get a lot of touches right now. She's on the free throw line to make this a 6-point game. Spanu misses the free throw. Epupa will advance the basketball. It's the early screen, looks to attack it, and throws it out of bounds. Young sits. Multi outside the three-point line. Sotilu, a very quiet night so far.
They're using that mismatch. Epupa.
Well, poor pass for Spanu, holds it. Great step back. Doesn't get the shot though. And then Epupa will give it up. Miem will reverse it. Skrilla on the dribble. Almost floats that one out of bounds. 3-2 on the shot. Ayayi's going to have to throw up a prayer. And the prayer was after the shot. Multi has it and keeps it. No one stops up. Multi down the middle. Wide open for three. Got it!
And that's it.
Wozniacki responding to the opportunity. Knocks down the three. 4-point game.
That was a great read from Marti to push the ball when French hasn't been ready to go for their transition defense.
Amon misses the two. Kalopoulou keeps it alive for a two. Mops it up. It has a Greek basketball feel to the game right now. France is just going to try and beat them 5-on-5. I'm not sure. Kalopoulou steps back, doesn't get the drop. Spanu's after it. That's an effort. But Epupa comes down and heads it. Gives it up. Ayayi attacks it. That's a travel.
I agree with you, Mark. At the moment, a Greek team is the team who controls the rhythm of the game, right? Changing from transition, quick offense, back to set offense. They are definitely in charge at the moment and controlling the game so far.
Kalopoulou will get it into the half court. People's going to foul. And that means that Kalopoulou will step to the free throw line. And they just have to make the free throws.
Again, it's quite early. French team has committed 4 fouls, 4 team fouls, so give them straight away that disadvantage. If they put the pressure on Greek and keep their hands on the players, they're going to send Greek players on the free throw line.
France at the moment are 100% from the line. Greece 44%. Gets a little better, gets to 50%, 5 from 10. That 5 from Lesotho just flew from the weak side, didn't get a piece, but 5 from 11 is not going to get it done. 3-point game. France have the lead. 4 minutes remaining in the third. EuroBasket Women 2017, last game of group phase action. Take away from the screen. Dumurk looks to Miem, he really didn't look, and that's a poor pass. I think everybody could have stolen it. Mulzi.
I think that's why the paint is blue.
Mulzi to the hoop for two. His body's all over the floor. Timeout for France. And Spanu's feeling it a little bit. There you see Dumurk and Spanu just collide. And Mulzi kisses the glass, 1 point game. There's some passion on that Greek bench at the moment. 43-42. Garnier with the timeout. At the moment, are we good enough to beat the Greeks in the half court?
That's a question, but you know, I'm sure that's not what French team wants to play, you know, because at the moment, really, Greek team is absolutely under control of this game, you know, even though they're still 1 point down, and it could be really, really key moment of the game for French team. So that's why now they need to all talk and just look, you know, we're gonna move again, share the ball, because you know they've been great sharing the ball, but so far we haven't seen it in this quarter as much as before, and that's why the effectiveness went a little bit down.
Well, the French in 6 minutes basketball have only managed 5 points, and this Greek team, without Kurtsidu, don't forget, she's sitting there with 4 fouls. And you've got to give us a lot of credit to Christine Naki. 184, small forward, big heart at the moment. Shannon short corner. Ayayi on the little curl. Let's take a look. End-line possession. France will inbound. Chagnon just knocks down that mid-range. Velopoulou, Spanu. So Tiro comes to the top. Spanu wants to go to the post, wants a touch, doesn't get one. Mulzi has it. Takes the three. Oh, just buries it. Off balance, going sideways with a little contact on the way up. Ties the game at 45 apiece.
You would expect French team to put a little bit of pressure on the Greek players, you know. Just that's what we said. They're just playing in a really narrow rotation. You need to make them tired, not just give them the time to organize their offense.
Oh, nice little high-low action. Sorry, 2 fouls. And the zone got stretched. For the first time the zone got stretched. France did a nice job making the extra pass. What's Mulzi go sideways as she goes up here? Just like lets it go and just nothing but string. Clement on the free throw line to restore the French lead. Continues the 100% from the line. Two from two. Ayayi's going to sit. Johannes checks in. Velopoulou. See, the philosophy is if we keep them in the half court, we're not going to be chasing Mulzi too much, but Mulzi almost doesn't mind being in the half court. Spanu gets the 2.
Great example of footwork and read the defense.
Spanu hasn't gone looking for shots. 5 from 7. Ball's dead. Michelle gets it back to Dumurk. Go pick and roll the shot away from the screen. Dumurk is short. And Mulzi just takes off to keep it alive. But it will be a Greek ball. See, it's that penetration and the line of cut. And Spanu's quite right. Well, it goes back to France. Quite rightly goes back to France. Dumerc in the corner. Spanu got caught, a little watching the ball. Kristiniaki reacted. She looks long, that's overpassed. And you can see, you've got to love Coach Ramirez. She's living every play. He loved the defense. He saw Spanu running, and you can see him know. Overpassed. It's one of those games with a tension. You can feel it. Tied at 47. Johannes will get it to Salah Michel. Johannes, she's not going to pass up the open three. It's long. Sarah Michel gets the long rebound. Dumerc has it. Johannes will move it on. Chanignon puts it on the floor. Dumerc. They've got to put it up. Johannes, they throw up a prayer that's not answered.
This is just great defense from Greek team. One another replacing.
And if I'm honest, fouled Spanu in that situation, I'll have to see it. That's away from the basketball. If that's just a hold like that, totally unsportsmanlike. See, there's the shot. No, it's just a tangling of arms. But Spanu will be shooting 2. 0 for 4 at the moment.
Yeah, it was a little bit of frustration of French team because Greek played an incredible defense that possession. You know, rotation was excellent. They didn't have even 1 second to think what to do with the ball.
Make that 0 for 5. And missing free throws becomes contagious.
And you know, it could be a really key factor in this close game by the end of the game.
She just needs 1. At the moment, she's thinking about 5 misses. Just concentrate on the next one. So 2, what a rebound, what a putback. And Greece have a 2-point lead. Shooting 40, not a lot, % from the line as well. Sarah Michel puts it on the floor, finds a little space, skips through, doesn't get the drop, but gets her own rebound.
Great reflection.
Greece and France have just completely lost their way here. Last minute of the 3rd quarter. Kolopoulou comes off the screen, looks to attack it. Now she'll need a pass. Oh my word, Multi's wide open. Makes it. There's a scouting report somewhere that must say Danny Multi's going to score if you leave her open. The whole French team follow the penetration. Multi knocks down a 3. 5-point advantage for Greece. Got a 10-second differential between time and possession clocks. Sarah Michel down the lane, throws up a runner. Great rebound by Chanignon, and how they needed that. Sotilou needs to get rid of it. Well, no, she doesn't. Now she does. And Kolopoulou can't make it.
Kolopoulou is not happy that Sotilou didn't give her that ball enough early to have those couple seconds to create for this last possession.
So at the end of 3, Greece, without their leading scorer playing hardly any time in this game for foul trouble, lead it 52-49. Those stats are not going to tell you a lot, apart from the fact they've shot the 3 well and shot the free throw poorly.
Just the game is
Well, 5 places up for grabs at EuroBasket Women for the World Cup next year in Spain. If Spain are in those 5, it'll be 6 teams from Europe. So the top 6 will qualify. Danny Maltzy has 21 points from the 52. She's got great support from Spanu with 10. Kultsilu has sat out on 4 fouls. She's had two technicals in that. I don't think you could stay in the game with 2, but anyway. She was called 1 for a flop. Well, Nicole Popolou has 3, Kultsilu has 4. If they can manage fouls, this Greek team could just go and win the group.
And we can see that the Greek defense is forcing France to turnovers, having so far 15. And the efficiency from the Greek team to score out of the turnovers is so high at the moment. So French team needs to make sure they protect the ball a little bit, they take care of the ball, not to give that opportunity to score the Greek team for fast breaks.
So Greece with a 3-point lead at the start of the 4th. Get the first look at the half court. Maltzy curls, puts it on the floor and goes strong, needs a pass, finds one. Well, Spanu was wide open, there's no way they could find her. Maltzy takes a tough one, doesn't get the drop. Amazingly gets her own rebound. There are people who want to do it and talk about doing it, and there are people who do, and she's a doer. Galopoulos and Spanu. It's got to go up, turnover. Galopoulos got to remember the roll. Ball's knocked away.
It's a great effort coming back to defense, but you know, French team didn't really help Michelle to call on her. Look, there's a player coming from behind.
Maltzy kicks, Spanu's inside, same play, and blows it. She's got to power up, and Spanu's going to be thinking too much negativity now. 52 to 49. 8:50 to go. Oh, back cut. Sarah Michelle for 2. Tiru outside the 3, puts it on the floor. There's no space to penetrate 2. Takes the tough jump shot, doesn't get it to drop. Skrilla. On the floor, gets it back to Dumert. Chen Yong with a big screen. Dumert on the dribble, back cut again for Sarah Michelle, and one. If you move, Celine Dumert will find you.
You can see the Greek team so focusing on the ball at the moment that they allow Michelle to just cut behind their backs twice in the row. That's such effective, you know, when the team's playing a pressure defense.
All right, Danny Maltzy's had to sit, just needs a blow. And France lead it by 2. When do you bring Kultsilu back? Spanu comes back to the middle, takes a tough one. Poor miss.
I would expect from Greek team to go for that offensive rebound again. Last couple of possessions, what made them great in the first half, they're just missing, you know, no effort on the offensive board.
Skrilla outside the 3-point line. Sarah Michelle kicks it off to Dumert. Sarah Michelle's got to put this up. Chance to run here, they give it long, should be an easy 2. And is. 8 points personal for Kristiniaki, taking her opportunity. Still only 20, the small forward at Maryland University. Sarah Michelle. And France again, only with 8, and Dumerc gets her own rebound. How often the great players find all sorts of ways to contribute. Dumerc, an offensive rebound to open out the 2-point lead. Kristiniaki for 3 again is short. Sarah Michelle is having a fourth quarter that's full of great stats. Rebounds, points. Now we'll take it at the top. Greece still sitting in the 2-3 look zone. Dumerc wraps it. Miem with her feet set for 3 is no good. Dumerc keeps it alive. Miem comes up with it. Dumerc attacks it. Went through a little showtime. It comes off Spanu's foot. Dumerc, Michelle step out. Ayayi and Akupa will come back in. End-line possession for France. Wide open, Ayayi decides to put it on the floor, gets to the elbow, little jump shot for 2. 4-point lead for France, 5:40 to go. And Greece take the timeout. Does Maltzy come back now? Gotta hope so. Does Sidhu come back? Gotta hope so. If they do, we're in for some fun. 5:40 to go. And France just are really trying to just beat Greece playing Greece.
They're trying to beat Greece by playing the same style as Greece, right? And they're sitting in the zone, and the best way you can beat zone is to just run a fast break, you know, run quick transition. And they almost seem to be liking their zone, liking playing against it and play that tough game 5-on-5, you know? But in terms of performance, you need a couple of easy shots. And I think Michelle has been great. Those couple of minutes she's been on the court, you know, been quite active with her hands offensively and defensively. So hopefully France gonna find a way how to run some transition offense as well against that Greek zone.
Oh, these French fans are so good. There's so much passion in the crowd. We've had great crowds here for group phase action. We've got the elimination games that neither of these teams want to play. You know, the Greeks would love a day off. France would love a day off. And that means you're one game away from the World Cup. You win the group, you go through, you win a quarterfinal, you're in the World Cup. .541 to go. Danny Maltzy will come back. Shotiro sits. I still think Spanu's going to have to get close to 18 points for Greece to win this, and Maltzy's got to get to 30. I don't see him getting points any other direction. And I don't know, well, we think Sidhu's got one foul to give. Kristiniaki is fouled. That's a really nice move. Turn the corner, Ayayi out of stance, let her go down the middle.
Such important contribution from this young player, Kristiniaki, now using her experience with the American basketball, you know. She's playing quite brave, and it's so needed at the moment for a Greek team with the absence of Sidhu on the court.
Maltzy with a little head fake, gets contact. I think the Greek team would love to get France into the penalty. End line possession. Kristiniaki tries it up, rims it out. That's a rebound. That's a war on there. Great job on the glass. Sidiropoulou comes down with it. Sidiropoulou going up. Pupa just ripped it off her. penetration. Looks pretty clean. You've got to be quick to do that. Well, the Cooper is quick.
And she stole that ball and straight away looked for the transition defense. That's why she's so important at this team, you know. She's a quick point guard and she's looking to play quick as well.
Really in the corner for three is off. Tay comes up with an offensive rebound. Sculler moves it on. Ayayi again attacks it. Liam in the key way is fouled and one.
That's a great example when you stay patient in the offense and just move the ball, that you get that open look and score and one hopefully for France, give them a great lead in this game.
Make it a 7-point lead. Galoplu on 4. That's the first free throw that France have missed. Diniaki stops and pops, knocks it down. Hey, when you get confident and you're young, that's a dangerous combination because you have no fear of the situation. 10 points personal. What a contribution. 4-point game. Skrella didn't even look at the ring. Liam in the lane, inside out. 5 on the possession. Tay puts it on the floor, has to step through a tough one. Doesn't get the drop, and that is a rebound by Spanu. Diniaki puts it on the floor. Takes too tough a one. Don't think she has the athleticism for that. Epupe mishandles. 3:40 to go. 4-point game. Liam out top. Multi guards the ball. Liam puts it on the floor. Going no. Foul called. Multi picks up the personal. Blows heavy. First foul for Multi. Diniaki sits down, Chloe 2 comes in. I can only think that the stats are wrong. What we said originally was correct. They're called sitting.
I think
got the foul and the technical.
Yeah, I just seen Marta looking at Kaltsidu, just communicating, asking her, are you out or not? And she kind of waved that she's out of the game. So I think the stat must have been wrong.
Or two technicals normally does mean you leave.
Exactly.
So
it's a big loss for Greek team, but at the moment with the step up of Kristinaki, the Greek team is still competing to get this win today.
Ridopoulos needs to get it off. Galopoulos has it, needs a pass, finds a pass. 9 on the possession. It opens up the drive lane, Spanu in the lane. Great help by Chantillon, and Spanu can't manufacture it. Looking like the legs are gone.
And that was a great weak side defense from French team so far. 3 players on the split line to help for the penetration.
Liam is fouled by Spanu. And Greece in the penalty. Spanu's going to take well, I can only imagine it'll be a quick minute. Timeout, Greece. 2:57 to go. They take their second timeout. Well, the options for the time starts to run out. The options for Greece. You don't get any. Yes, they're the same options. Find Multi the ball. Multi hasn't had the ball for a long time. You only got to go for 3 minutes after this timeout. You know France will call timeouts if she gets going and tightens this margin. But Spanu's misses in the last. She's only missed 1 shot. She's now gone 0 for 4 in her last attempts, and they've all been around the ring.
I think as well that French defense has improved massively in the last couple of minutes, you know, making sure that there's no space for the penetration for a Greek team as well. They've seen that Mate is not receiving the ball so far, so they can afford at the moment to cover these penetrations and just run quickly, transition out of that stolen balls. And this lineup actually found a rhythm on the court as well, you know, playing against that Greek defense. They're moving the ball throughout the top of the key and changing the dynamic of the offense.
Well, Siak comes back for a first appearance in the fourth quarter. They're up 6. And France will go to the free throw line. Liam, so solid from the strike, knocks down the first. Eight-point game. Now or never time for Greece. Finally get it to Nikolapoulou.
Great pressure from French team.
Multi on a curl is blocked by Siak and blocked in a serious way. Chanyong moves it on. Epupa looks inside. Siak has it knocked away. Don't really think you need to put it on the floor when you have that advantage.
Exactly, just a little hook shot, which I'm sure that she knows really well. Credit to Greek defense. We've seen that she didn't even bounce the ball yet, and there was like 4 Greek players around the Siak, and Mate stole the ball. Who else should lead energy-wise the Greek team than Mate?
Laplu comes off the screen. Multi now gets it. Multi's the only person on the floor who's going to be a consistent scorer here. Goes in traffic, is fouled on the way to the hoop. And that puts France into the penalty too. Multi will shoot 2 because of a shooting foul. Spanu has to come back. Surely he's only 2:10 to go. Spanu only has the 2 fouls, 10 points.
I agree with you, Mark. You know, even though she still is quite shorter in the size than Siak, she's their key player down under the rim at the moment, and they need her to guard Siak, push her away from the basket.
Multi goes for 23 personal. Epupa. Chanyong guarded by Multi. Chanyong penetrates. Epupa thinks pass, goes past to Siak on the inside. Multi was about an inch away from stealing it. Chanyong is short. They settle for a 3 with Siak on the inside. Multi in transition. Sotilu. Multi has it. Gets the ball screen. Now she's going to try and manufacture or create. Goes inside. Well, they get it away. Great rebound. Sotilu. 1:29 to go. Oh, and Skrilla comes up with a steal. And now Pupa will go to the free throw line.
I think Sotilu should have been a little bit more confident now for that 3-point shot as well. She was wide open, you know. There's been a player down under the rim ready. Go for that rebound.
The Pupa from the free throw line is good. Seven-point game with this one to come. Great rebound. They call it jump, and it will belong to France. Got a box first. Spanu still stays on the Greek bench.
And you can see a bit experience, a lot of experience comes back on the court.
Well, Bernard comes back to close the game. Liam, Skrilla. Siak underneath. Dumerk. Skrilla wide open for 3 is long. Chanignon hauls down the rebound.
Great read from French team, knowing that the time again is in their favor. They have no reason to rush.
Dumerc is off, the ball will go out of bounds, and Greece have 52 seconds. They take the timeout, that'll advance the ball. It's a 3-possession game though, and there's only 52 seconds on the clock. There has to be a steal somewhere.
Special για σου τριών πόντων. Special. Δεν υπάρχει μόνο ένα τρίποντο. Και αυτή έχει τρίποντο και αυτή έχει τρίποντο.
38% for Greece from the three-point line. It slipped from over 40, 31% from the two. And a lot of that's down to Siak and the quality of the French defense around the ring, but they have missed some little bunnies at times, the Greeks, and the free-throw shooting has just, it's been one negative stat too many at the moment. 7 from 15 from the free throw line is just going to hurt you in a low-scoring game. It'll hurt you in any game.
Yeah, shooting 46% is such low percentage, and you know that's the only shot when you have no defense and you want to make these shots, because it could cost you game. And imagine now to have 8 points more from the free throws, that would have been a completely different game.
So sideline possession for Greece. Running out of bounds to try and get a shot. That's going to take not a lot of time off the clock. And then back yourself. They'll probably take time out. Oh, she had the three. She has it now. Oh, makes it! Iliopoulos just knocks the three down. They just will not lie down and die. 65-61. France take the timeout. The gym just goes silent on the made three. The French crowd, for the first time in the day, are quiet. 48.8. Took them 3 seconds to make the three. Multi with 23, Diniaki and Spuru with 10. Consider, all you need to know is that she's only played about, let me check. Consider's only played 14 minutes. Their leading scorer coming into this game with 2 technical fouls. I had to fouled out. Multi still believes.
Multi always believes, Mark. You know, she's such a strong leader for that young group, and it's quite impressive to see how much they stepped up from Kaltsidou. You know, not having her in the roster, one of the key players, is just a great effort from the bench players.
Dumerc has it. Mian lines up the three, is long. Simply got to come up with it. The ball's loose, Dumerc's on the floor. They get a 14-second reset. There's a whistle on the play. And Iliopoulos has fouled out. It's 2 starters disappear from the Greek roster. Still Lamprou. We'll check in. Gal Skrella on the 3-throw line. This is the first. Whatever happens, it's a 2-possession game right now. 4-point game. Skrella makes the second. France will make the substitution. No timeout left for Greece. They've got to go the whole floor, score and get a stop and score again in 28.4. Multi has it, gives it up, Sotilou. Now Multi wants it, this is going up. Multi attacks it, left hand, gets the 2. Dumerc Demir. France in the back court. Skrilla to ice the game, you'd think. Makes the first, makes it a 2-possession game. Four-point margin. 2 for 2 from the line for Gail Skrilla. Big heart, a lot of confidence, stepped and made it. Dani Mulzi goes to the hoop again, in the lane, misses the 2, and that'll do it. So Tiru fouls. And with 2.7 seconds to go in the game, France will walk the floor. Gail Skrilla makes the first. .7 seconds, 69-63. It's been a valiant effort by Greece. Skrilla makes it, Mulzi gets it, throws it up. And that'll bring the group phase to a conclusion here in Prague, and France hit the 70-63 win. Greece took him to the limit. In spite of all the things that happened in the game, Greece was still in with a shot. And France, like Belgium, will win their group with a perfect 3-0 record. 70-63, the only two stats that really matter, but Greece's 32% from the 2-point line really hurt them. But more importantly, so did 46 from the line.
Yeah, we could see that Greek team stepped up from Kautsilu, but to be honest, I think Kautsilu won't remember this game in the best way, because she felt that she needed to contribute and help her team to get a chance to stay in the championship. French team has used their size as well, you know, same as the experience they have. Started to run, started to speed up a little bit the offense as well. You could see more transition offense in the second half. You know, it's hard to win games when you have just one player basically scoring, even though there's been an impressive performance from Spanu and Kristinaki, especially when she's a young player just stepping up and trying to replace Kautsilu. But the experience what Kautsilu brings to this team is quite irreplaceable at the moment, and we could see that by the end, that experience has been missing for the Greek team.
Well, players leave the floor. Kautsilu will blame herself. That's the most important thing to stress here. The first technical was just she said too many things. The second one was a flop. We can debate an interpretation as much as we want. The first one, no excuse for at all. It's a great job by Greece to stay in this. They'll go through to an elimination game. They've got to pick themselves up, but they've got to pick themselves up and play tomorrow. Check the schedule for those games. It's been a tremendous group phase. So many competitive games, so much quality. And now France and Belgium go straight to the quarterfinals. One game away from World Cup qualification, or one win away from World Cup qualification. But more importantly, the quarterfinals to win a EuroBasket. But a great group phase. We'll see you tomorrow for the elimination games from me, Mark Clark and Teresa Brandlova from another great day of action here in Prague. It's bye for now.
Five seconds.